Good morning, students. Today is Monday, and today's turn for our subject is science. Okay. In last class, we already discussed about the what are the main important things requirement for the photosynthesis, like CO2, sunlight, and carbon dioxide. Okay. These three activities we already seen in our last class. Okay. So for today's class, we have to study about the heterotropic mode of nutrition, and one more autotropic nutrition we already studied in earlier classes. Okay, so what is this heterotropic? Okay, hetero means depends. Okay, hetero means others. Okay, it means they are just depend on others. Auto means self, it means they are synthesis self their food, and in hetero it means they are just depend on others food. So heterotropic, it means trop means nourishment, or to synthesis it means for food they are just depend, or for a synthesis of food they are just depend on others. Okay, some plants cannot synthesis their own food. Okay, some plants cannot be able to their own food, and main cause for that is that lack of chlorophyll. So they depend on other plants for food, so they just depend on others. So this mode of nutrition is called heterotropic nutrition. This mode of nutrition is called heterotropic nutrition. These organisms having this type of, it means those organisms can obey this rule, okay, or obey this condition, this heterotropic, okay. They are known as heterotrophs. They are known as heterotrophs because you know about that autotropic nutritions in those animals or plants are having, they are known as autotrophs. So heterotropic nutrition those are having, so they are known as heterotrophs. Okay, understood? They heterotrophs may be plants or maybe animals. Okay, heterotrophs are of following types. It means heterotrophs are three types. Okay, heterotrophs are three types, like parasites, okay, saprophytes, and symbionts. Okay, so these are the mainly three types in your book. Okay, parasites, saprophytes, and symbionts. Okay, so what are these terms? Okay, we will describe here. Okay, first is our parasitic plants. It means parasitic plants. So parasitic plants having those organisms, it means maybe the plants or maybe the animals. Some, it means this is the parasitic nature of any plant or any animals. So plants which obtain food from the other organisms, it means they are just obtaining their food from other organisms. It means they are not synthesis self their food, and they just depend on other. Okay, or it is called host. Okay, it means they are just depend on other, and that other is known as host. Only parasites are benefited. It means in this process only parasites are benefited. It means those are taking the food from the others, it means from the host. Okay, so hosts are not benefited, only they are benefited, they are just taking the food from that. Okay, special tubular structure called hostoria, okay, to get food. It means they are having a special tube like structure in their body, in which they just penetrate into the host, and they just suck the bloods and nutritive material from that. Okay, and just engulf it, and their life and development will be occur after that. It means their life cycle will be occur after that. Okay, so it means that hostoria is the tubular structure. Hostoria is the tubular structure. It is a question also in your book. Okay, and we already studied about this question answer of this chapter. Okay, those are not done in fair notebook, they also can do. Okay, so hostoria is the tubular structure, okay, for the penetrating from to the host. Okay, penetrating to the host to get food. Mistletoe, okay, these are the examples of plants like mistletoe, rafflesia, you know about the world largest flower, and yellow rattle, witchweed, and broomden. So these are the examples of parasitic plants. It means they are the plants, okay, just depends on the host for their food, just depends on the other for their food. Okay, it means they are having a lack of lack of chlorophyll, that's why they cannot able to do photosynthesis. Okay, so next is saprophytic plants. So what are the saprophytic plants here? The mode of nutrition in which organism takes nutrients from dead and decaying matter. It means those are the dead and decaying matter. Important these things, dead and decaying matter. It means sapro means dead. Okay, sapro means rotten matter or organic matter or which is going to be decomposed or like that. So dead and decaying matter is called saprophytic. Okay, so it means those plants or animals cannot prepare their own food and just depends only on the dead and decaying matter is known as saprophytic plants. Okay, they are known as saprophytic plants. Okay. And saprophytic nutrition. Okay, and plants that use saprophytic mode of nutrition are called saprophyte. It means those plants which can do this type of synthesis of their plant. Okay, synthesis of their food is known as saprophytes. Okay, you know about that. What is saprophyte? Saprophytes are the mode of it means the plants which have a saprophytic mode of nutrition, okay. So here some examples for this: fungi is fungus, okay, mushrooms, okay, and Indian orchid and snow orchid, okay. So these are the examples for our saprophytic mode of nutrition. It means and saprophytes also lack of chlorophyll. It means they are also not having chlorophyll. You know about that. Those are having chlorophyll. They are autotrophic nature and they can able to synthesis their own food. But those are not having chlorophyll, so they cannot able to synthesize their own food. So they just depends on the others. Okay, and only on the basis of this we are having a three categories. Okay, what is this? Parasitics, saprophytes, and symbionts. Okay, parasitics you already understood here. What is this? Okay, parasites means those plants or animals which just depend directly on the host and host just provide the food for here. Okay, and they cannot prepare their food only with their own synthesis. Okay, and only parasites are benefited here. Parasites are benefited because there is a no only harmful for host because they are giving their nutritive material to the parasites. Okay, special tubular structure are called haustoria. Haustoria is a special tubular structure, okay, to just penetrate to the host and get their food. Okay, so examples importance are here: Mislato, Rafflesia, yellow rattle, witch, and broomrape. And sapro means dead and decaying. Okay, those are going to be rotten. Okay, the mode of nutrition in which organisms take nutrients from dead and decaying matter. Okay, and are called saprophytes. It means no mode of nutrition is known as saprophytic node, and that use saprophyte mode of nutrition are called saprophyte. So examples are fungi, mushroom, Indian orchid, and snow orchid, and saprophyte lack of chlorophyll. Mostly heterotropic nutritions, lack of heterotropic mode of nutrition having lack of chlorophyll, because due to lack of chlorophyll they cannot able to perform the photosynthesis. Okay, so first you have to write, after that we will study here. Continue. Okay. Okay, students, now we are studying about the symbiotic plants. Okay, so what are the symbiotic plants? Actually, symbiotic plants are the making the relationship like a symbiosis. Symbiosis means both are beneficial and making the mutualism. It means both are giving the benefits to each other. Both are giving benefits to each other. Okay, so symbiosis is a relationship between between two organisms. Okay, so when one organism and second one organisms also are there, it means like a friends they are giving the things to each other for their conditions and for their timing or unfavorable timing. Okay, so two organisms in which both the organisms are benefited from each other. It means both are benefited. It means both are giving to something which is the lack by others. It means if one are having too much anything, then they are giving to others which is deficient in that. Okay. So and the organisms present in this association are called symbionts. Okay. It means when some organisms or two organisms are present in this association are called symbionts. Lichen is an example. Lichen, okay, you know about them. Lichen is a symbiosis. Okay, we are just getting the litmus dye. Okay, litmus dye with the help of this lichen. Okay, so litmus is an indicator to test any substance is acid or base. Okay, so for that lichen we are generally using. So lichen is a symbiosis, is an example of symbiosis in which alga synthesis. That means this is the symbiosis between the alga and fungus. This is the symbiosis in between the alga and fungus. It means both are giving benefits to each other. Okay, understood? So what are their functions in the mutualism or in the symbiosis? Okay, alga synthesis food by photosynthesis. Alga synthesis food by photosynthesis. It means alga are generally green in color. They can able to perform photosynthesis. They can able to synthesis the food. So the food by photosynthesis and provide to fungus. So alga prepare food by the help of photosynthesis and just give to fungus for their nourishment. And in return, what fungus is giving? Look, fungus provides shelter, water, and minerals to alga. It means instead of this food, okay, it means in return, fungus is giving shelter, okay, to it means to stay there, and water and minerals to alga. It means now you are understanding what is the meaning of this symbiosis, how they beneficial to each other. Okay, both are, and this alga synthesis food for photosynthesis, and fungus provides shelter, water, and minerals to alga. Similar in legume plants, okay, legume plants, okay, such as pea, gram, and bacteria. Okay, legume plants like pea and gram. You already seen the pea and gram. Okay, the bagal gram flour. You know about the basin. Okay, so this maybe the like any pulses or like that. And pea, you know about that. What is okay? So and a bacterium. It means pea-like or gram-like plants and a bacterium rhizobium. Okay, rhizobium. It means this type of symbiosis also found in plants, and here it is organisms. It means the animal organisms. So rhizobium also type of bacteria that is found in the root nodules. That is found in the root nodules. Root nodules. Okay, it means the root. Okay, root nodules, root nodules of these plants. These plants means pea and gram. Okay, so these are the plants. These are, the bacteria is rhizobium. The bacteria is rhizobium. So here it is a symbiosis in between the plants and rhizobium bacteria. Plants and rhizobium bacteria. So that is found in the root nodules. That is found in the root nodules. You know about that tip of root and root. Many roots nodules are there. It means okay, bunches of there in the root. Okay, these plants. Okay, it is found in this. So you can see here. Here you see alga and fungus in between that symbiosis. Here here pea and gram plants, and in the between rhizobium bacteria in the leguminous plants. In the leguminous plants. So what they are doing? Nitrogen converts into the nitrates and nitrites. These are the nutrients in which in these forms plants can be able to absorb. So okay, directly plants cannot be able to take this nitrogen for their nourishment, okay, for synthesis of their food or for synthesis of their life activities. So in the form of nitrates and nitrites, in this form, in these two form, okay, NO3 and NO2, in these two form, nitrogen can be changed, or in these two form plants can able to absorb by rhizobium bacteria. Okay, rhizobium for as a plant food, for as a plant food. It means rhizobium bacteria can able to convert this nitrogen into nitrates and nitrites. Okay, and then after it is for food as a food for the plant. And return plants also provide food to bacteria. It means rhizobium bacteria provides nutrients in the form of nitrates and nitrites to the plant, and in return plant also prepare their food for the bacteria. It means both are making the food to each other. It means both are giving benefits to each other. Okay, replenish the nutrients so that fertilizers are not required. Okay, one more this is the benefits for the plants, because these rhizobium bacteria generally it is prepare this nitrates and nitrites with the help of nitrogen air. Okay, and these nitrates and nitrites are in the form of organic matter. Organic matter means in the form of like a manure, and these nitrates and nitrites are the essential component it means the macronutrients. It is the type of nutrients they need or required by plants. So plants generally get these nitrates and nitrites from this nitrogen. So there is no need to giving the extra these nutrients back in the form of fertilizers. So replenish the nutrients. These nutrients are just replenished by only rhizobium bacteria. Replenish means once again these nutrients will be given. It means automatically and naturally these nutrients can be replenished by the this rhizobium bacteria, so that fertilizers are not required. It means if rhizobium bacteria cannot convert this nitrogen into nitrates or nitrates, then plants will not take, and if plants when they will need, then they will take from the external side or maybe from the outside. So in the form of fertilizers, it means if they are not given by rhizobium bacteria, then fertilizers will fulfill the requirement or deficiency of nitrates and nitrites nutrients to the plants. Okay, so are not required. It means fertilizers are not required for the replenish of these nutrients. Okay, so it is also good for us, and naturally this can be done by this rhizobium bacteria. Now the insectivorous plants. Now the insectivorous plant. Some plants can be kill or engulf the insect also. Okay, it means their food is only to kill insect and get the whole body of that insect into their body. Okay, so what are the insectivorous plants? Some plants trap insects with the help of special leaves. Okay, present in them. It means there are some plants, insectivorous plants. It means especially we will see the what are the main example of this insectivorous plant. But it means some plants trap insect with the help of special leaves. Special leaves they are having on their body, and through these leaves they are just getting the supply of nitrogenous. Okay, the supply of nitrogenous. So trap insect, it means just they are trap, it means just they are take the insects, okay, with the help of leaves, special leaves, so maybe the stinging or like a bladder word, like a bladder, okay, or like a pitcher or bladder means like a thela. Okay, so in present in that you also can see in your textbook also then to get the supply of nitrogenous. Okay, so these nitrogenous are the nutrients. These nitrogens are the nutrients for the insectivorous plant, and these nitrogenous nutrients only can be fulfilled by these insects. Okay, by only the insects. Okay, so the nitrogenous compounds. These plants are called insectivorous plants. So it means to kill the insects. Some plants that are known as insectivorous, and for what? To supply and to replenish their nitrogenous compounds. It means they need the nutrients like nitrogenous, and they fulfill the requirement by to kill the insects. Okay. So what are the examples? Pitcher plant, Venus flytrap, bladderworm, and sundew. So these are the examples. This is also your questions. Okay. Answer. Okay. So we pitcher plant, Venus flytrap, bladderwort and sundew. Bladderwort and sundew. Okay. Next, how pitcher plant? Okay, how pitcher plant works. It means how pitcher plant kill and trap the insect for their fulfill the requirement of nitrogenous compounds. Okay. So look, first pitcher lead is there. Okay, upper one is a pitcher lead is there, and in this pitcher lead they generally okay. You can see the diagram in your textbook also. So what is the pitcher lead? Pitcher lead, it means like this type of shape, okay. And in this a pitcher hair are downwards. Pitcher hair are like downwards, okay. So can I rub here and make a diagram? Okay. So timely you can see. So I can rub here. Afterwards you can write from here, but for timely I can rub here, okay. Rub here. So this is a pitcher lead, okay, and downward hairs are present here. Downwards hairs are present inside. When the any insect will come and just go here, then automatically insect will go at the downside. you know about the downside, there is a digestive juice are there. Digestive juice are there, and this digestive juice, and due to this downward here, again the insect cannot climb at the upside, and already at upside this lid are already closed. These lid are already closed. Okay, so this is the type of one pitcher plant structure through which pitcher plant can trap the insect. Once again we can see this is the pitcher plant. Okay, this is the pitcher, and this is the lid on that. When any insect will come through this downward and jelly-like substance, it will be go at the downside, and again cannot climb through upside, because this downward cannot it means not easy by insect to go at the upside, and this lid also can be closed, and this digestive juice just kill the and just digest this insect. So I am making understanding here only that this lid are closes. Okay, it means pitcher hairs are downward, insect lands in pitcher. When insect lands in pitcher, just go at the downside, lid closes, digested by digestive juice. So here it is a digestive juice, and in this digestive juice, okay, the insect can be digested, and through this plants can fulfill the requirement of nitrogenous compounds. Understood? Okay, so look, digestive juice. So this is the process how to take how to take insectivorous plants that to trap insects. Okay, so one more important thing is here, insectivorous are green in color. That is the most important things here. Okay, you know about that. Green colors plants are generally known as autotrophs. And autotrophs are having a chlorophyll. Chlorophyll always, if there is a presence of chlorophyll, then they can able to perform photosynthesis, and photosynthesis can fulfill the requirement of food. But here what is, insectivorous are green in color, but usually grow in place where is soil is deficient in nitrogenous nutrients. Generally they are green in color, but their growing place, it means the growing place soil is deficient to nitrogenous nutrients. Nitrogenous nutrients, it means the plants cannot fulfill the requirement by this green color. So the nitrogenous nutrients or nitrogenous compounds, they can tap with the help of insects. So to meet the requirement, so kill the insects. It means the requirement of nitrogenous compounds, they just kill the insects, through which they will get the nutrients. I hope you understood why that insectivorous are green in color, but they usually trap insects and kill the insects, because they are green in color, but the growing place or soil is deficient in nitrogenous nutrients, and these nitrogenous nutrients can be this requirement can be get by only to kill the insects, and after killing the insects they will get this nitrogenous compounds, it means nitrogenous nutrients. I hope you understood. So okay, so this is our first chapter. Okay, in next video we will start our second chapter. Okay, thank you.